In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the intake isolator on an Echo trimmer. The intake isolator acts as a buffer between the carburetor and the engine block. Its primary purpose is to prevent heat transfer between the engine block and the carburetor. Without it, the carburetor would become just as hot as the engine, and vapor lock would occur. Over time, it's possible that the insulator can crack. This will allow air to leak between the carburetor and the engine and create a lean condition. Replacing the intake isolator is easy to do, and we're going to show you how. Intake isolators, as well as many other parts, can be found on our website. Let's get started. I'll begin by removing the air filter cover and the air filter. Next, I'll remove the air filter bracket as well as the air filter base. They're secured with 2 screws. There's the air filter base and the air filter bracket. Between the carburetor and the isolator block is the intake gasket, and that'll usually just fall away, or you may have to pull it or scrape it away from the isolator block or the carburetor. Now I'll go ahead and remove the isolator block. Now install the carburetor insulator. These nuts go on the back side of the insulator, and those are for the screws that secure the carburetor. You'll notice there's an opening at the bottom of the insulator, and that needs to line up with this opening on the bottom of the intake port. I'll thread the screws through the insulator first, and that way I can line them up with the holes in the insulator gasket. Now I'll reinstall the air filter bracket, air filter base, carburetor, and the intake gasket. I'll thread the 2 screws that hold this whole assembly through the air filter base. Next, they thread through the carburetor, and then through the intake gasket. And again, I want to line up the holes on the gasket with the hole on the insulator block. And now install the air filter and the air filter cover.